I mean, what do I even say? Every so often, there's a makeup release that is simultaneously weird, but also kind of brilliant. And this is it. I know you're probably thinking to yourselves, that is not the reaction I thought that Teresa would have, because normally these sort of things drive me nuts. But there's something about this that's like super, super nostalgic, and there's like this hyper realism to it that, you know, you have this biscuit tin that I'm kind of here for it. I kind of think it's great. I know, it's very, very strange. A massive thank you to Makeup on Your Radar. I stole their pictures. Let's talk about this. Also, I really, really want biscuits now. This is Cara Beauty, and they've really taken this idea of, you know, we all end up with those biscuit tins. And by we, I mean grannies like myself. And rather than, you know, throwing out or recycling that biscuit tin, we're like, let's fill it with odd bobs, some sewing materials and such. And I just think this is so cool that they've kind of taken inspiration for it, because it does look like that. Tell me you are not a human being that has not come across this. Like, every single one of us has come across a biscuit tin and gone, oh yay, biscuits. And then we've opened it and found that there was sewing materials in it. I actually think this is really cool. And I love that in their whole kind of marketing of this, they've gone really tongue in cheek and they're like, it's not your granny's cookie tin. I kind of love it. As part of this, you get a 14 pan eyeshadow palette, which, yes, the shapes are all wrong and they're mismatched and they're a bit all over the place and it looks messy, but that's kind of the whole point. You get a mini beauty blender, which is basically like the sort of thing that you would stick your pins into, which I kind of love. And then 2 mini eyeshadow brushes. And it's retailing for €21.75 right now. So actually, it's not bad at all. And over on Cara Beauty, they actually released this image, which I think kind of sums it all up. It's kind of perfect. Like, what are you doing? What's happening? What's going on? I kind of want this. Would I ever use it? Absolutely not. But I actually, like, it's the nostalgia in me. I kind of love it. It's so weird. And of course on the back they have like what is in there, what the shades are actually called, because they've kind of tried to make it quite realistic. I also want biscuits. I really want biscuits. Does anyone have biscuits? Who knew I would say biscuits this much in this one video? Biscuits! Does the colour story make sense? Absolutely not. But there is a black and a white and I do quite appreciate that. It drives me nuts that they're all different sizes, different shapes. But again, kind of makes sense for this. You're not really going to be buying this to make like a cohesive colour story, because none of these shades are necessarily going to blend in together. It's all really weird, really mismatched. Even the brushes that they have are like strange shapes. And yet, if this was in any other palette, if it was just laid out in a normal way, I'd sit here and be like, this is terrible, blah, blah, blah. But I kind of love how odd this is. Like, this has just leaned completely into kitschy, weird, nostalgic, and I kind of love it. I kind of love it. Is something wrong with me? Quite possibly. And I love that even on the side here, they have this whole thing of like nutrition facts, serving size, 0 cookies. They're like, lads, please don't believe that there are cookies. There are no cookies. You're not getting cookies. No cookies or biscuits for you, which is very sad. I feel that they should be sending us cookies too. Calories, none. Do not eat the contents because they're not real cookies, babe. I don't know why I find that so funny. I do find it really weird. Like, they are pressed pigments, so they say avoid contact with eyes. So maybe think about that. I know that's usually like an American thing, and Cara Beauty is an American brand, whereas here in like the EU, we'd be like, meh, it's grand, shove it onto your face, you're gonna be fine, you're just gonna have a little bit of staining, but we're all going to be grand. There are no words for how weird this is. This is just like one of the weirdest things I've seen in a while, but I kind of love it. I feel like this is going to end up in TK Maxx, and if it does end up in TK Maxx, I would absolutely buy it. I'd have it in my kitchen. Or I'd put it onto my shelf. I think this is so weird. I'd never use it. I know I'd never use it. But it's really weird, and I kind of love that. Oh God, what is happening? What a strange holiday collection, because this apparently is like part of their holiday collection. But it's definitely unlocked some memories for me. Let me know what you guys think. Are you as confused but also a little bit in love with this as me? Or is it just me sitting here kind of being like, I like this? Because I feel like I might have slightly lost my mind on this one. But let me know what you guys think.